House of the Dragon Season 2 includes the infamous blood and cheese scene from Fire and Blood, but the show's version sadly left everyone feeling underwhelmed. There are many iconic moments from the Dance of the Dragons that we've long looked forward to since the show was first announced, but perhaps none more so than blood and cheese. Yes, that does technically mean looking forward to a child being beheaded. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and also click on the notification bell to remain updated. HBO's Game of Thrones prequel doesn't delay in getting to it. House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 1's ending follows blood and cheese as, on the orders and payroll of Daemon, they sneak into the Red Keep to kill A-mond. Instead, of course, they end up cutting the head off Prince Jaehaerys, son of King Aegon II. Is it brutal? Yes. Shocking? Sure. But for a few reasons, it just didn't land the way we thought it would, leaving us a little bit deflated despite an otherwise mostly strong premiere. There are several differences between Blood and Cheese in the book and House of the Dragon Season 2, right from Daemon's involvement. He's behind the scheme in both, but in the source material it's Mysaria who arranges everything, rather than her simply providing the basic information in the show and Daemon going to King's Landing himself. The book's plan is also a bit more direct, with Blood and Cheese hired to kill one of Aegon's children, rather than hired to kill A-mond. Of course, it's currently unknown whether Daemon did actually say to kill someone else if they couldn't find him, and some book sources do speculate the king himself was the initial target. Even these, though, are relatively minor compared to what transpires once the killers are inside the Red Keep. Making changes to Fire and Blood isn't itself inherently a problem. Any book adaptation will have to be different in some ways, for a multitude of reasons, and even where it's purely story-driven it can work. I can get why Laenor was left alive. I liked how they turned A-mond and Vhagar killing Lucerys into a mistake. Part of the problem goes further back than this episode, with two choices. One is omitting Maelor, although this episode could have still had him be part of it, and the other is with Helaena herself. With the former, it means there had to be a change to how the story plays out, but the latter is more egregious. They've purposefully made Helaena an unknowable character. She's an enduring mystery, and the character feels very removed from what's going on. Sure, she seems nice, and is very innocent, but House of the Dragon didn't do enough to make me really invest in her character. Blood and Cheese should really make you feel the emotional impact on her. That's where the most visceral response would come from, like with Robb and Catelyn Stark's deaths at the Red Wedding, but we don't really get a sense of that when, instead of a mother pleading to be killed in place of her kids, you just get her offering the would-be murderers a necklace. It all comes off rather cold and detached. At the same time, HBO toned it down a bit too much. We are not asking to see a kid's head being cut off, honest, but in having Blood and Cheese more accidentally stumble upon Helaena and the kids, by removing a lot of the pain and anguish from forcing Helaena to choose which child dies, and even by making it a question of whether Daemon told them to do it or not, you're stripping away the horror of the scene and, with it, the impact. The same is true for the decision to end it and even pair the confirmation that, yes, it was Jaehaerys who died, with Helaena walking in on Alicent and Criston Cole having sex. It immediately removes the attention away from the darkness of what's just happened and onto their relationship, and it all comes off as being a bit too soap opera for my liking. Not to harp on about the Red Wedding too much, but think of how the credits silently rolled at the end of The Reigns of Castamere. That's what this should have done too. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.